Все, запускаю.
All right?
Yeah, we are ready.
Okay.
We can start.
Let's open the space. Put the palm together. So we connect to our common center, which is our pulsing heart and spirit, collective heart. And let's just open the space. Ad Guru Name, Chugad Guru Name, Sad Guru Name, Siri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Chugad Guru Name, Sad Guru Name, Siri Guru Dev Name. Ad Guru Name, Chugad Guru Name, Sat Guru Name, Siri Guru Dev Name. So it's a paradox because it's our first time is now and we are late. So maybe we are just in time and hopefully everyone here is connected to another dimension beyond time. So maybe we go beyond our usual timing of the old Karta time. So if you can't stay, maybe we have some recordings. Hopefully everybody will be able to go until the end. So first of all, I want to thank everyone who has supported me through this test and amazing initiation, through your love, through your prayer, and through your practice. What I saw is there was so much solidarity through the spirit and the collective spirit that actually you realize that all together we inspire each other so much when we start collective practice and dedication. So I was the support for that and what happened to me, but it's part of the process. So if we go back, when we missed the Karta time July, the number 7, actually I was living a very healthy life. I was going out in the mountain, I was fit, I was very happy, healthy food, everything. So somehow feeling invincible in the physical body, and I was very reactive to the news that never mentioned that we could boost our immune system to defend ourselves in a natural way and not to run into fears which increase the limitation of our defense system and immune system. So when I got caught with this virus, first I thought, okay, I'm going to go through with natural healing ways like I usually do. And of course, after 10 days, the surrounding, the community, the close people, the teachers who were working with me and really care for me came to me and just say, Karta, it's time to go to hospital. So I heard this message like it was actually a divine voice. I listened to it. I called immediately the sort of ambulance, and the firemen came, and it was a whole folklore. But I ended up in the hospital, which was very unusual for me. And yeah, I short the story, but after 2 days, they decided to put me into sleep, artificial sleeping, which is coma. And I went through 5 full days plus 3 days half. half-half in between. And this was absolute disruption. I had no time to realize what happened to me. I was not really conscious of what will happen to me. But through this collapsing of all my system, my physical body, spirit was relaxed, and I could contemplate the situation I was in. And it was really amazing because I faced this moment of choices, whether I escape into death because my job partly was done. I dedicate this 40, 45 years of life into serving and bringing this time as many people to be able to cross the time we are in now. And then when I turned my back to the death, I saw all the possibilities that are opening now from doing all this work for so many years, that now the tree is ready and the fruit are ripe, and it's time to see what can happen for us. And definitely I didn't want to miss this one. It's very selfish in a way, but in another way, I was in a very expanded space of unconditional love. I was really in bliss. I saw all my duty be relieved and dissolved, and then I could come just to share the bliss, the love, the understanding, and be part of this amazing and tremendous transformation that is happening now. So, for some reason, I came back, I awakened again, and I was in that stage of very, very expanded love and understanding of where I am going now. So I think it was also an interesting interface with the medical and our medicine today, and I have to confess that I was extremely grateful for the way I've been treated there, and the efficiency and the preciseness of their treatment, for I could come through and come back. So they are right in a way. And then the interface was to introduce the Ayurvedic medicine and to speak about being vegetarian for so many years. They were totally stoned that I didn't see any doctor since 40 years. So it was a sort of an interesting dialogue coming between us and me accepting this medicine that really I somehow saved my skin. With so much dedication, and all the people there in the hospital were absolutely love in action. I was so touched. I could cry every day just to see these people functioning there. So it was a very beautiful experience, and it is a total interruption of the flow where I was in until now, and opening to come back for something I don't know. But definitely with a strong intention to collaborate and to share the love I could experience in that space. So here we are today, 28 days after. And it's just a miracle. I think this ray 4 of healing energy, and like Guru Ramdas, we used to call it, is the energy of bringing back peace and harmony in very deep structure, very, very profound. And I think I've been touched so deep that it touched my DNA recalibration. And for me, this coronavirus, I don't see it as an enemy that I should avoid, or I should run away, or I should fight. But actually for me, it was a radical tool for my own transformation and validation in the new human. I think when we have been born in the 50s, you imagine that to be updated today into 2021, is a shift, a total shift. And many of us who have seen the vision are leaving this planet. I have many of my friends that just go through the same test and finally decided to go because they totally accepted they have completed their journey. So I think still the karta, which is going into action, was there, but I had to let him go, because if I come back, it will be not for action and direct action, but more for bringing, sharing the love and supporting the people who are in the now, and they have to move the world. And they are ready for doing this, and I can share the frequency with them. I've been like reset and updated, so otherwise I would have been obsolete in any of my teaching. They would have been locked in the past. So I feel really fresh, renewed, and almost ready to be younger than before. It is the Shakti energy is so powerful that that's what's scaring me. If my body cannot follow, I give it a time so it can rejuvenate and rebuild itself, because this is a longer time in the 3D, but the spirit is far ahead and totally powerful. I'm impressed to see that how the Shakti, the Kundalini, carry me beyond my body. It's amazing. And when I came out, I couldn't recognize the trees, the valley, the city. Even Le Martinet looks totally foreigner to me. And it's like life after life. It's really, it's amazing when you leave the samsara and you come back into life like you are out and you are in, and it's done, and everything can happen. So it's amazing to be beyond and still to be here. And that's my experience today. I have no duality about beyond and here. For me, I am beyond here. And I can share the love in the 3D. It doesn't impair it from the 5D or other dimension. I just have to tune in and bring this frequency, adjust it with what is around me, but it's not the surrounding that are going to change me. So it's a fantastic moment in life, a sort of a rebirthing, and my ultimate, I think, initiation. I've been through 3 times this close to death, near-death experience in my life. It started very early. Around my 23, and then second time was around my 30s, and now is the 71 and 2. This is the key year of a very long life cycle, which integrates itself and make my life round. And the preparation of what I'm going through now is a preparation for, it's like a new incarnation already now. So I feel available, I feel extremely motivated and very clear in my heart. I'm almost intoxicated with love, and I just can't go back to anything limited. My message to you is really crack down, and open your heart, because our craziness is this world that is locked in. So I come back to that and to share time now. Time is now, and what is the time is now? So if I take my experience as an archetype, and it often was the case at the time where I was studying with the master, I was always ahead of time as an Aquarius. And what I was going through as a personal experience was as much unpersonal. That's the life of a teacher. So actually it was a sort of a symbol, a resume of what's going to happen to people in the next 2 years or 3 years. So if I take this experience personal and bring it into unpersonal dimension, what does it mean? It means that the light composition is a mix of a magnetic field and electric field. And this encounter creates light. And light we see the rays as a continuity, but it's made of particle jumping with continuity of disruption. And that's the paradox. So I think if we look at the scale of human life, and now we look at the scale of the life, the big cycle of moving from Piscean Age into Aquarian Age, we are now at the speed of 2,100 years in a disruption moment where we have to jump into something else so the flow of light will continue. And this jump, this disruption, we actually are not prepared because we are prepared to fight to stay in continuity. Most of us orient our life into safetiness. We want to be safe. We want to save our skin. We want to save our reputation. We want to save our name. We want to save our family. We want to save our kids. This is whole saving is just to be safe. And now this is gone. We are entering a time when there is not 1 square millimeter on this planet where you can feel safe. And that's the beauty of this time, that it is a collective initiation. It's a planetary, it's a whole humanity. Doesn't matter if you're African, Chinese, American, or European, we all have to go through this disruption. And this disruption, you're going to find it in your life, is something breaking down totally to the last stone, your old buildings, all your dreams, whether you've been successful or not, but anything you have built and you hang on will fall apart. So more you resist to it, more you will be broken. If you totally resist to save yourself, you will die. If you decide to follow the process of being broken, then you will allow the process to take you into another space. And I think that's what happened to me. In a way, I had to, by teaching for so many years, doctrines, beliefs about yoga, about spirit, about the change in the world. I mean, there were so many new ideas that we thought this is the new, but it was all a mind trip based on intuition, but it was still the mind. Today, we need to drop the mind and we need to bring into the heart. And the heart transformation is radical. It will touch your DNA very deep and it's going to be totally recalibrated. So recalibration of DNA is not a superficial process. It is really down to the roots of who we are in our structure of light. So what is happening is a journey of this solar system in our galaxy is now getting new information. I was mentioning this in the old Carta time already a few times, but now it's very clear. If you want to be open to receive this new information from our galactic source that brings the Earth into a healing process. We have been so abusing this planet as a collective consciousness that we were actually in a sleep, thinking we are alive. We are just like ants, totally aggressive, hyperactive, sucking anything we can suck to make some benefit, exploiting anything we can find. And this is 2,000 years we have built up on speeding up the exploitation of the resources on this planet. The heart of the planet is to give. The planet has infinite resources. It's not going to be finished, even though we go through a terrible time for us. The planet needs to heal this, and we were part of her consciousness. And we had no gratitude. We took it for granted. We can just steal everything and pretend it is ours. So this has to stop. And this is what is happening. The people who continue on the world based on exploitation of resources and exploitation of each other, this will collapse. All our structure, social structure will collapse. All the religion beliefs that are projected on imagery will collapse. It's a huge, huge, huge quantic jump and stop that is happening. And that's the way I feel it. It is with a lot of gratitude I see how this planet is now starting her healing process. Today, I've been extremely touched by her voice saying, now we're going to heal. So there is no human being who can go against this process. We only have one choice: accept the healing of this planet, accept the healing of our collective spirit and collective soul. We need to awaken from the sleep of 2,000 years and even more, and awaken to this unconditional love. This planet is based on love energy. It's based on just continuously giving and giving and giving again. So we need to join that flow. We need to give our life back to the planet. We need to realize how much we have been corrupt. And the coming back of Shiva that was planned in the Kali Yuga, I fully embrace that. This is what is happening now. Any sort of corruption, but the corruption is not like stealing the bank or stealing the neighbor or all this kind of thing we all consider corrupt. Corruption is the whole humanity in our attitude based on the mind trip, on control, on thinking we are the king of the world because we killed the last lion and the last wolf and the last bear. Forget it. Forget it. We're going to be put in front of who we really are, and instead of considering nature as the enemy, we need to give up, to surrender, and consider this nature and this planet is our friend. It was there for us. It's a display of gift, and we have misunderstood. Also with each other is a disaster. See, families are totally broken apart. And this is part of the process already starting a few decades, where the old structure and social tissues has to break. So it's happening in any culture. I mean, in some traditional people hang on desperately and end up in drugs because there's no pleasure in holding on old family structure. It is totally dysfunctional. You see, like, Indian people have been emigrated, going to England. They can't adjust with this world, and all kids end up in drugs. And we see this everywhere. All traditional life is totally breaking down, and there will be no structure to be saved. So the thing is, what is waiting for us, as in yoga, we are beyond duality. When we see the chaos we are going to face, because we're just entering it, we need to prepare ourselves, anticipate, and start to vibrate a new level of frequencies. So what is recommended is to gather into communities. Communities can be in the 3D practically, and really honor each other physically, and vibrate in these communities a frequency of love and understanding, where we can inspire and elevate each other. And that's a like new sort of family structure. If there is no physical community, then it is a spiritual community. We need to connect. And when I see all the people who have been connected through healing meditation in this last 40 days, it's just, I'm extremely, extremely grateful for that, because this is for us to realize we exist as a Paramatma. We, by our practice, are connected every morning when we get up, and we conquer our limitation, our addiction, our dependencies, our blocks. And working daily on this is a contribution to the peace on this planet. There will not be peace and harmony until each one is mutated, has done his work with his own darkness, with his own limitation. So we are in this phase before chaos, And we need to prepare from a total place of love. It's not going to be dogma. It's not going to be theory about yoga. It's not going to be posture. It's really our posture, our attitude to face what is coming. And this is not to avoid. The avoidance and wanting to be safe doesn't make any sense today. Be vulnerable. Accept that the cosmos is bringing this new liquid light with new information to heal the planet at the point where we brought it to the extreme. And the universe is all in balance. The universe is yoga. It is all one. There is not plus minus. So when we have pushed things in one sense, universe is bringing into balance. So we are in this moment. If you accept the balance, that means you accept to be broken, that your life may be disrupted, that you may lose your assets, your money in the bank, who knows what, your buildings, your companies, your location where you live, the friends you had, the family you had, if this, and your religion and the attachment to your belief. Look how many thousands of years we're fighting for beliefs and we kill each other for religion. All this is going to dissolve. This past has to go from our memory. So when you accept to be broken, to be cut from that faith that was actually now totally shaken, you're full of doubt about yesterday, you're full of doubt about today, and you're full of doubt about tomorrow. This is great because you lost the faith in object. We need to rise the faith in our heart. And this is gratis. It's not a faith in any thought. It's not a faith in anything. The faith is a frequency of prayer that you are the light of God, that you are the divine, and you recognize the divine in everyone. Remember that. The other one is you. And this is more than late to recognize this in each other. So if you practice this as a meditation, when you meet people you can't stand, just remember they are you. So this practice will increase the level of love and peace for you. That's where it starts. If you are in love and peace, then other people becoming insane, in panic, in self-denial, or will leave you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Continue to vibrate the love in one-way business. Continue to vibrate the trust in human beings because they are from a divine essence. They are not this zombie that looks to be so scared that he wants to save his skin and his assets. No. He is a divine being that has difficulty to adjust with the time. So time is now to put love in action and to realize the miracle of life. So whenever we go into total chaos, the miracle will bring absolute harmony. You understand this polarity? So I'm not selling any hope here because the time we go through chaos may be longer than we think. So it's not the hope into a better time. It's now building your own structure, your own frequency to adapt yourself to the transition period of changes, which will be a time of darkness and chaos. And do not position yourself as a being of light against the being of darkness, because that's the key edge where actually confrontation can come, and you don't want to be part of that because it's an absolute lie. There is not much need for the light to fight the darkness because they are all together. Whenever you see the light, the shadow is in the back. So why you want to take position against this and that? You understand? Position yourself into your own frequency. Go through the time and do not judge. When you come from the heart, there is not even a little space of judgment on anyone. Anyone is calibrated, is formatted to go through this time the best he can for his soul. Some will die because this is the end of their time. and they can go on. And those who are born today, they are made for this time, and we need to create environments so they can grow in safety net. And that's where community comes. Our children need a space where a collective of parents are sane and in peace and in love, because they are ready for that. So it's an amazing time that I didn't want to miss and to share with you. So the Karta is dead because what I have done until now, this mission is exhausted, is finished. And I'm very grateful for that initiation. And Satyavrati is not something I imagine or get from the sky or from the blue. It was a moment, I also shortcut the story, but some of you knows about it. But I have been traveling to Dharamsala and I met the Tibetan lineage to be supervised, and according to the responsibility I had with so many students, and then the master had been left this planet, I thought I need another teacher to supervise me, and then the answer I got is, you are now in the position of leadership, you have to assume that role, and I got this amazing access to the Bodhisattva initiation, and my name as a Bodhisattva is Satyavrati. So I realize now, it's more than 10 years after, that this was anticipating the transformation I was going through. And finally, today, I land in this new spiritual mission and spiritual soul that raise beyond action and move into being authentic and share the truth of love. So I am in that space, and that's what I want to dedicate my life for. So the whole school will move in transformation. I think I didn't even start to teach. I was so much teaching myself to everyone. Today I want people to be in charge, and I can teach what is beyond the formal teaching, which I didn't start to teach. Why did I teach? What carried me through the teaching? And how can you grow through the true teaching? So I think this new job is starting. I start to step back a little bit from being on the stage, and I like the people who qualify themselves to be in front line and to be the one who's going to do the job now. And I want to support them, to inspire them and help them to go through this time. So this is the way I see my mission, by staying as an authentic witness beyond time, bring this support and love to everyone who wants to take the risk to teach in this time, which is a new, totally new way to teach. So I'm very exalted, and of course the school was like a lost battle on the ocean, boat, a lost boat on the ocean since 7 years, when I left the institution and where I was rooted before. And actually now is a synthesis of all this time from before and now the time where we are going. And I think the school is now ready to take off with a total new perspective, orientation, direction. This is all coming to us. So, what we are serving in the school, we have moved our title of teacher training into awakening. And this is really anticipating what is happening now. And the new man is totally radically not a continuity or an expansion or amelioration of the old man. This is disruption. Disruption, and if you want to be part of the new man, and you are born before 2012, you've got to do a job. After that, the people born are already in the new paradigm. They will also have to clean some stuff, but they are more ready for the time. The others have to prepare the transition and have to work on themselves very intensively. So, and everything come, all the tools, all the frequencies come for you to face your own darkness with much less fear, much less distraction, much less trying to find the exit door. And if we sit with ourselves today and we meditate a little bit, immediately you see this, your own darkness popping up. And it's not as scary it was 10 years ago, and you see it as a must. It is a must to transform this darkness, and it is possible today. So I think we will not move and mutate until we have totally dissolved this attachment to the past conditionment. So we need to be broken, and it comes from many ways. If it's not the virus, it will be from other places. I think virus is an expression of our collective subconscious, and it operates to help people to move. It's not an enemy. It is totally different. And we don't need to be scared, but just to approach it with a way that, are you ready to mute? Are you ready to totally transform? Or do you want to hold on the past? So I think to be broken is not a bad thing. Traditionally, it was the job of a master to break you in pieces so you can rebuild yourself and become whole and new in a new form. So it will break our 7 layers of consciousness from the vision we had, the belief system we had, all what was our ground and branches we hold on will be broken. And if you allow that process to happen, then you will be broken, and there will be a way to sew the pieces that will be indicate. You know, the question you can ask yourself is how the formless can take form. So the new form of the new human, the new form on this recalibrated planet, totally new planet, will take shape from the formless. What is the process? The formless take form. Yeah? It's a process of manifestation. And that manifestation is happening from the galactic plan. It's not just from the planet. So we cannot fight against that. It's opposite. It is in our highest interest to welcome what the universe brings us on this planet. It is not the point to be so stressed and afraid that we need to create a new Sputnik so we all embark and go into Mars or I don't know which planet looking for another Earth. It is to realize that this planet is not lost. This planet is not going to collapse, is not the end of this world. This planet is recalibrating itself to bring back the harmony of the 5 realms. This is what is happening. And we are called to contribute to that recalibration. So, broken in your belief, what kills each other for so many years is not a bad thing. Having this economic falling apart based on exploitation is not a bad thing. So all that is happening now is in our highest interest if you elevate your spirit into this craziness of believing in love. So we have been so earthly with love. The love we had was my family, my kids, my country, my neighbors, and you hate half of the family, and at the moment of death of the grandparents, everybody fights for his share on the inheritance. It's a disaster, total disaster, no? So if we accept to see this way, what we're going through is what we call transmutation. It's the permanent alchemy. And it is very similar to what happened to this little worm that is in the cocoon before it transformed into a butterfly. It was just, eating leaves like crazy, very, very greedy, and he was totally living a earth life and then not prepared to spread the wings and fly. And we are moving into Aquarian Age, which is an era of air element, And for us, it's the same. We were sleeping in a cocoon all these last 2,000 years. There is a little hole we need to go through to spread the wings, and we don't know what it means to fly. We never fly before. So don't try to invent, to control, to think you're going to master your development. No, let yourself go, follow the natural process. When it's time to fly, you will know how to fly. And this is happening now. So, what is the purpose of life today through this terrible crisis and chaos that is coming to us? It is love, celebration, and light. So this can happen when you connect to each other beyond your differences, and when you welcome each other in the space of your heart. That's why recognize yourself as a divine self. And when you start doing this, you can recognize other self as a divine self. In everyone, there is no one on this planet that has not a divine essence. And if you know this law of manifestation, where you focus your attention, you create. We are the one who are going to bring this new human. They are not coming from other planet. And they will come through human beings who can shift totally the way they look at the world. If you focus on seeing the divine in the other, that means you have recognized your divine essence, then you contribute to the new human. If you continue to wanting to save your skin and have calculation and politics to, be protected or find a safe place, there is no, people want to come to the ashram because they think, it's a safe place, we're going to survive. It's not a survival place. It's a place where we consciously decided to anchor this new information and to live according to this space of love, light, and celebration. And we are learning. We're just learning about it. But it's not a more safe place, because when I've been caught by the coronavirus, everybody in the ashram and community got it. So we all share the same initiation, and each one, according to his moment in his life, went through with more or less difficulties. So somehow we got this blessing here, not to be safe and to go through this test. And now we look at it as it is serious. It is really a planetary initiation. And when you see the consequence of all people who got that, it's just amazing, amazing. I don't know one person who went through that didn't totally change his life. It's just happened. It gives you the strength to change and readjust your priority. It gives you a chance to stop. And in the crazy speediness, stressful life we had, we would never stop. I have to confess myself, I saw I needed to stop, but I couldn't stop myself. If I would not get that, I would never stop and totally, deeply reflect on what is the new orientation, what can we really be instead of doing, yeah? So I think all what happened to us is absolutely gift to move into awakening and awareness of the time. That's why I move Karta time into time is now, because Karta is gone, and Satyavrati is sharing his love in the time now. So every time it will be a new time now. Because now is the time, and love is now. Yeah? This is not I love you tomorrow, I love you forever. Love is infinite now, right now. So this is this tantric field where we are entering. There is no span of time between who we are now and what will be tomorrow. We've got to be this now. The new human is now. And you've got to be that now. And it cannot happen just because you want. You will attract it because you open yourself to it. You open not to resist, not to avoid, not to exit, not to run away, not to find a place of security and where you'll be safe, but rather open yourself to the change that is coming. Open yourself to the new that wants to touch you, and you will be touched. Nobody cannot be touched. You know, when you ascend yourself, when you bring yourself in this frequency of love, the consciousness of those who pass all these tests in the past, these are with us, this ascended master, they are descending. They will take you by hand, they will show you the way if you open your heart. It's right there in front of us, it's fantastic. So as much as chaos is predictable, as much as harmony and peace and love are compensating and will come back after we go through that, and you have no need to change your attitude because everything looks like falling apart. The environment doesn't have to change your love. So you need to be strong and root these things, this frequency of love, wherever you live and in relationship to other human beings who are recalibrating themselves. And we attract each other, so this law of attraction is still there. If you focus on your opening, if you focus on that frequency of love, the people will come and join, and we create cluster of healing places where we just be able to cross this chaos that is coming. So our consciousness is on its way to free ourselves from the bond of the earth, and we can go back to this amazing life to serve the planet Earth. So it is the time to become an empty mirror. You're not mirroring the chaos, you become a total empty mirror. When the nonsense and the non-reality try to reach you, just reflect part of the illusion. You're not part of this samsara fight of energy. So you become this empty mirror that do not reflect, do not respond, because you're working with yourself every day to welcome this new frequency of peace. When you need to, now it's not even an option, we need to open our channel every morning. And that was the option of sadhana he gave us in those formal time. Is not to be devotional to anything from outside, it's not to think God will save your skin. It is now open your channel, connect to the heart of the universe, connect to the heart of this Gaia, of the spirit of the earth, and connect to your heart and make this line totally alignment. This is a divine alignment. And when you reassess that alignment, it will guide your day. So that's the practice in the morning. And we not want to forget. This is one of our biggest weaknesses. Even though we know, even though we understand, we just forget and stop. We lose our practice, we lose our consistency. Even the pressure is outside. We are more taken away by the chaos and this what I call distraction is trying to find solution in a world where there is no solution. It's a waste of time. Find your solution within yourself, in the being. So, I want to share with you some practice like we used to have in the Karta time. This will continue. I think in the morning sadhana we want to start with this alignment. So maybe you can practice this, align all the chakra, but not only those who are on the 7 energy bodies, but also on your light bodies, and connect totally, open this channel, and then pulse the prana. Through the prana, we will find the plasma. When the spirit is high, your frequency is high, then you can be touched by the information that comes from this new light, from the galaxy. So we will realize soon that we are multidimensional. It takes a time to realize you exist, and the same time we are here. We are in the beyond, we are in other dimension existing at the same time. So we can't understand that mentally. You just have to experience that. We are not only from here. We are not just this body and this life here. We are multidimensional beings. And we need to recognize this and experience that. And that needs for you to be more in the space. Open yourself to sense who you are in essence beyond the form. So the practice of this pranayama is not only pranayama for the physical body or for the energetical body or pranic body, but this is to open yourself to receive plasma, to have connection like the earth receives constantly at the moment. We as human beings are able to also channelize this energy and be updated in our DNA. So we need to allow that process to happen to us. So the first exercise I invite you to do today for this next 20, of course what I'm talking now is covering a much longer period than the next 28 days. It's not just for the next month. We are really entering a period that's going to last several years. So it's not just now. So we're going to sit in Virasana. So this is sitting on your left heel and the right knee up, like we used to sing this Waheguru meditation. Virasana, sit on the left heel. And we're going to bring our palm together 60 degrees in front of us. And I want to include the practice so you can all benefit from that. We're going to do breath of 8, breathing in 8 stroke, inhaling, and exhaling 8 stroke by the nose. And I would like to do it, that we do it together as an offering for the transformation, that we are all solidary today. We are all holding each other. We did through the meditation and healing meditation of the evening, and now we can do this through this practice. So, arms up. You can lock the thumbs, or you can point the index if locking the thumbs is not enough and too difficult. Just you can Venus lock with the index fingers pointing 60 degrees forward. Yes, sitting in Virasana. You close your eyes and inhale 8 stroke. Exhale 8. So it's all by the nose. Close your eyes, and we're going to do it live. We're going to do it 11 minutes. And this posture is really about deciding your direction, deciding to enter the process of shifting the old man into the new man. Offering yourself to the change.
Gati, Gati, Paragati.
I invite all of you to go beyond anything you know, anything you have been before. That's the meaning of this very ancient mantra, Gate Gate Pargate Parsangate Bodhisvaha.
Gati, Gati, Paragati,
This open the space.
Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasam.
Breath of 8 connects you to infinity. It's a rhythm of 8. Everything can dissolve, where energy can pop up and rejuvenate, inspire you.
Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasamgati, Bodhisoha. Going beyond, open the door,
Open the door.
deeper, further than we've been before. Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasamgati, Bodhisoha.
Go beyond.
Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasamgati, Bodhisoha.
Go further beyond.
Going beyond, open the door, deeper, further than we've been before. Into the vast, expanding universe. Our own wisdom guiding us.
What an awakening.
Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasangati, Bodhisoha. Go, go beyond. Open the door. Deeper, further than we've been before. Into the vast, expanding universe. Our own wisdom guiding us. Our hearts know the way. 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 Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasangati, Bodhisoha. Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasangati, Bodhisoha. Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasangati, Bodhisoha. Gati, Gati, Paragati, Parasangati, Bodhisoha.
Inhale deep. Hold the breath. And you know that you know the direction. You cannot be lost and fooled by the outside world. Connect your inner light now and realize You are blessed, you are loved, you are guided to go through this time and space now. Now is the time to establish that faith in yourself, not in anything outside. Nothing outside will guide you. It's from within. You have the light, you have the wisdom, you have the clarity. Exhale. Relax your arms. And approve yourself, qualify yourself. This is so important. You can do this every morning. Is a must. It's not an option today. Is a must. To go in the time now, you need to approve yourself that you are qualified to go through this time by your love. So the second exercise is to invite to be broken even more. I know many of you have changed circumstances in your life. You may have changed the location where you live. You may have lost your job. You may have totally changed your belief system, or you be destabilized. But invite more to be totally broken and cut yourself intentionally all the bonds with the past, not in reaction, not because the past was wrong, is because to free yourself to welcome the new. So this is the posture of this pranayama. We start with the arms horizontal this time, and palm together. We inhale up through the nose, and we exhale down through the mouth. That's the first part. And the other one, you open the space for gathering all the pieces broken. Inhale, bring them together. So, that's the practice. If you have a partner, you can do it facing each other. It's a powerful breath, opening the space of your chest, of your lungs, of your throat. And again, you invite the broken thing to be broken, that the space be broken, that your situation be broken. Then you open to welcome what is, and you bring everything together. Invite the Shiva energy to come and cut, open, and become whole and holy again. I embrace my corruption, I accept it, being broken and dissolved, and I open to receive all the pieces to become whole again.
Shankari Jai 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 Ma.
This is your new enthusiasm, the joy of going the time that we are in now. Yes. Sorry. rhythm doesn't have to be fast as you feel. Break me to the smallest particle.
ऐकिरि नन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्द्यशिरोदिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवत्यै सिद्धिकण्ठकुडुम्बिनि भूरिकडुम्बिनि भूरिकटे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरवरवर्षिणि दुर्धरधर्षिणि दुर्मुखमर्षिणि हर्षरते
Give yourself in this.
त्रिभुवनपोषिणि शङ्करदोषिणि कल्मषमोषिणि
And nose,
घोषरते
exhale now.
तञ्जनिरोषिणि गितिसुतरोषिणि धूमतसोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐ जगदम्ब वदम्ब कदम्ब वनं प्रियवासिनि शरते शिखरि शिरोमणि तुङ्ग हिमालय शृङ्गनिरालय मध्यगते मधुमधुरे मधुकैटभञ्जिनि कैटभञ्जिनि राशरते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते ऐकिरि नन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते
Let's come out through your breathe out. And a mouth breath. Let it out. Let it out. Everything that limits you. Breathe it out.
भूरिकडुम्बिनि भूरिकटे जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि रम्यकपर्दिनि शैलसुते सुरवरवर्षिणि दुर्धरधर्षिणि दुर्मुखमर्षिणि हर्षरते त्रिभुवनपोषिणि शङ्करदोषिणि कल्मषमोषिणि घोषरते तञ्जनिरोषिणि गितिसुतरोषिणि धूमतसोषिणि सिन्धुसुते जय जय हे महिषासुरमर्दिनि
Keep up, keep up. Last few minutes. Last minute.
ऐकिरि नन्दिनि नन्दितमेदिनि विश्वविनोदिनि नन्दनुते गिरिवरविन्द्यशिरोदिनि वासिनि विष्णुविलासिनि जिष्णुनुते भगवती सिद्धिकर्त्री.
Inhale up. Keep the posture. Exhale. Inhale again. Deeply inhale and open to be broken, open to reform, open to this liquid light to come and transform and activate new trends in your DNA, reformation of yourself. Look, I came out, I was noble, I couldn't recognize my face. So go that far that you will not recognize yourself. Exhale, let it go. Accepting the reform is accepting to totally change. And it's not acting on the change, it just occurs, it just happened. So some of you may not recognize me because it's a different face, it's a total different face. But now I'm friendly with it. I learned to meet this new guy. It's really amazing. First I couldn't believe it. But now I kind of like it. So the form is inside, outside. There's a continuity. You will change so deep. Relax. Of course, you understand that the going beyond is based on love. That's what we shared before. So the last pranayama is a long, deep breath we'll do through the mouth to lose yourself in the space of love and in that frequency where your heart is fully, fully open. So this is a classic, bring your hands up 60 degrees on the side, facing natural. It's just prolongation of your arms, so they are a little bit facing up, but not change it. Just keep it open and drop your head back. Pull the shoulder back, so you open the thymus and the heart center. And the breath is mouth open, and it's a long, deep breath, so you're not pushing it. Long exhale, long inhale through the mouth, and lose yourself into that unconditional love. Time is now to find the power of now. So you are one with the whole, and you approve your holiness. When you are one, you are holy, you are whole. And you connect with this power of love and the power of now, because it's all happening now.
The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now
Long,
is
deep
here
breath through the
now.
mouth.
The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now.
You and me have created miracle. I'm still alive. You're still alive. We all gonna go through it.
Magic on earth. The power of
Magic is always here.
the power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Power Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, and nurture you. Power of now, power of you is here to create magic. Power of love is here now. Power of now, power of you.
Long, deep breath from the heart. Long exhale through the mouth and lose yourself in infinity. This is a song of your soul.
The power of love power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you.
The last 2 minutes, really open your channel to receive from the galactic plan the new information to reprogram your heart, reprogram your DNA, reprogram your physical body. Open up to true love, unconditional, unlimited, not projected. You and me together are here to create
The power of love is
Miracle.
here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you and me is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you is here to create magic on earth.
Inhale deep. Hold the breath. Just receive this rain of liquid light coming to you through your sasra into your heart, making sense, fully embrace all the possibility to make magic on earth together. And that's the beauty of this gathering tonight, that this is a miracle, that we are all here online, that we're all connected, and we create a field of magic for each of us. Exhale. Thank you. Thank you. You can bring your palm onto your heart center and just seal this energy that you just created and the field we have created all together. Just be sensitive to all the people connected today. It's just amazing. We vibrate on this planet and we raise the frequency of the plan. We connect to all the people that we touch in our daily life. Just imagine this huge network of light. And all the people we can touch from our love, and how much magic we can generate in our life, and those we love, those we are open to, those we have no condition, no limitation. And expand the field every day. I'm extremely grateful to the people of our level 1 who kept up through this time where we couldn't have our immersion week this summer. And this chaos have created maybe more bond, more subtle connection between us. And the keep up through the time will show. Now we're continuing our program and see those who can sustain themselves, because this is the time to sustain yourself by yourself. We are praying for you. We are connected to your inner light. We support everyone as you have been supporting us. And now it's time to make this magic in our life and in our surrounding. So thank you for being there to each other. Love each other. It's the time to do it openly. Tell people, maybe you've never been able to say to somebody, I love you. If it is not your lover or somebody of your family, today it is possible. The space is open. Open your heart and say this. Share it. From the frequency, from the honesty, from open heart, just say, I love you. I love you, the earth. I love you, the spirit who guide us. I love you, the plants, the vegetables, the minerals, these rocks who stand against winds and times. I love you, animals. And see how much harm we created around us. Be grateful and ask for forgiveness. Come into sanity in your heart. Your living prayer is extremely powerful. When it becomes collective, it changes the paradigm. So we are not here for revolution, we are here for manifesting our presence and the magic of our collective unisonness. So we had to cancel also the awakening of self, and it was a pity because so many people wanted to join this year, but we were not in a condition in the ashram to welcome people at all. So this will happen next summer, hopefully, and we don't know. But we are connected to everyone who enroll in this project and the project to awaken, as this is our task and our purpose and our goal. So it was frustrating not to be able to do that. It's part of the chaos we had to go through ourselves. It stopped us, and the Spirit wanted to stop us to really readjust ourselves. So we're gonna we are rebuilding ourselves here, and there's a fantastic team in Le Martinet that is now minimalist but super efficient, and people who really start to understand how to share the love in action. So we'll have a retreat of sacred power of sound in October. The level 1 is maintained beginning of September, and this is an amazing challenge for everyone, but we are ready and we go for it to manifest this magic together. Winter, and then we of course go slowly. Level 2 is also happening the Death Week, but we had to limit it, the amount of people, so we'll do it another one beginning of the year because we had so much demand. I understand everybody wants to die, so they rush for dying. But we want to do it properly with like 35 people only, and then we'll do it again in March. So don't worry, you can die by yourself already. Be prepared, welcome this chaos in your life, and we'll share this moment how to resurrect. In the winter, we do Ayurveda to take care of yourself. So this is our tradition. Now we opened last year. We're going to have this 4 week of Ayurvedic and healing, like more specific Le Martinet profile. So we have created our own healing format. And it is deep, soft, rooted in Ayurveda and yoga with the light. We invite the light to also help you to dissolve. And the ending of the year, this is new this year. Until now we were closed, but we want to open this transition from Christmas to New Year and anticipate the New Year. So there is this tradition of the 12 Holy Nights, and we want to open up the participation of people into having collective sadhana here in the ashram, and practice of meditation, and celebrate this New Year and go until the 6th to have an anticipation of how we can face next year and to share. So of course places are limited. It's just based on the beddings and how we can accommodate people, but it's going to be an amazing opening to the new in the life here. This is my new direction, is I really want to live in Le Martinet, as I didn't do since 21 years. It's very new to me to embrace the life here, and we're going to share this life. So that's what ashram life is about, and you're all welcome. So I thank you so much. I mean, I'm full of love and gratitude to all of you for every effort you do in this life and how much committed you are. I'm just stoned to see all these people joining this time is now. I'm with you, I've always been with you, and I'm back with you. I wish you a long life in the new man and the new human, and we all gonna cross this bardo, this river of transformation, and join the other bank all together and continue the journey of manifesting miracle in our life and around us. Love to all, peace to all, life to all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Satnam. Let's close our gathering tonight until next month. And through our practice, we connect every day. So inhale deep. Sat-nam. Sat-nam. Thank you, our dear Russian team who was with the techniques, the communication. So, Sirideva, Denis, everyone who contribute, the translators. Thank you so much. Thank you to be here. It's so spontaneous, so generous. So I want to